Imagine the world standing on a knife edge. Two great military powers facing off across borders and proxy battlefields, alliances flexing muscle, and millions of ordinary lives caught in the crossfire. This isn't the Cold War. This is happening now. Welcome to This Is Decoding. If you find this useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next episode. To understand how close the world is to World War III, we start with the war that never stopped: Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. It reshaped Europe's security map and turned NATO from a defensive alliance into an active supporter of Kyiv through weapons, intelligence, and training. But the danger keeps growing. On the night of November 8th to 9th, 2025, Russian forces launched more than 450 drones and 45 missiles at Ukraine, hitting power plants in Kyiv, Poltava, and Kharkiv. At least 7 people died, and critical energy infrastructure was destroyed, including substations supplying 2 nuclear plants. Moscow called it a massive strike with precision weapons, claiming retaliation for attacks on Russian soil. This latest assault shows how a regional war could spiral. One accidental strike on a NATO country, a cyber attack that crosses borders, or a misread nuclear signal could ignite global escalation. Russia's growing nuclear rhetoric and frequent military drills raise those risks every month. Even without a NATO-Russia clash, the war has already shaken the world. Sanctions, energy cuts, and food shortages have pushed up prices everywhere. Europe scrambled to replace Russian gas, while nations in Africa and Asia face rising costs for wheat and fertilizer. The global economy is paying the price for geopolitical rivalry. Meanwhile, both sides are rearming. NATO members are boosting defense budgets and buying advanced jets and missiles. Russia is deepening ties with Iran, North Korea, and China, while showcasing nuclear-capable systems. These moves aim to deter, but they also raise the odds of mistakes. Experts call it a new cold peace, where tension replaces dialogue. If direct war ever began, alliances would fracture the world. NATO nations would unite by treaty, while others, from China to India, would weigh neutrality or side with whichever camp fits their interests. The result could be an economic and political realignment not seen since 1945. The human toll would be catastrophic: millions displaced, cities destroyed, decades of progress undone. And global institutions, the UN, aid agencies, international courts, would struggle to operate under pressure from warring powers. Yet war isn't destiny. Peace still depends on choices: open communication, crisis hotlines, limits on dangerous weapons, and renewed diplomacy. Political leaders insist they don't want a nuclear confrontation, but restraint must match words with action. Remember this: a NATO-Russia war would be catastrophic for everyone. The threats we face today are man-made, and therefore preventable. Understanding them is the first step toward avoiding them. If this episode helped you understand the bigger picture, please like, share, and subscribe. And tell a friend. This is Decoding. See you in the next episode.